This is Campus Cast. I'm Halie, your host with Student and Accent Editor-in-Chief.
Me, Marissa. We want to keep you informed of everything ACC, from your campus commute to study breaks in the library.
From ACC Student Affairs. Network, network, network. Maybe something you hear while seeking a career, or volunteer so you can meet people. Being in college, you should get out there and meet new faces, whether it's classmates, faculty, or staff. You'll never know how far these people can take you on your career path outside of college. Luckily, there's a place at ACC that can help you with meeting new people in the classroom without walls. Welcome to this episode of Get Involved with Student Life.
Student life is one of the most powerful tools for a student's personal and academic success. Whether it's playing on the court in an intramural sport, joining or starting a student organization, or finding ways to give back through volunteering. Student life has resources like these and so much more. No matter which campus you go to, a Student Life Lounge has people ready to welcome you with open arms and help you get connected.
You're involved with Student Life, Marissa, by being the sort of president of a student organization. However, you are the Accent Editor-in-Chief. How has that helped you with your career path?
Being the editor-in-chief of Accent, I have more clarity about what it takes to be in the journalism and communications industry, such as building my networking abilities, my tenacity, and leadership capabilities. What I have found to be the most helpful overall is the fact that I'm able to work alongside other students who also have similar career paths as me. Therefore, as a team, we're able to collaborate on ideas, publish our work, and get a head start in our fields of study.
With the student organization Accent, this will be your first year in attendance to a regional convention as a representative. You and your team are also able to submit content as potential awards. This wouldn't be possible, though, without student life. So how does that make you and your student organization feel?
Speaking on the behalf of Accent, we are extremely grateful that we have been granted the opportunity to compete at the collegiate level for journalism at this year's Texas Intercollegiate Press Association convention. I believe that when students are able to take the skills that they learned in class in combination with what they learned in Accent and put that into work, it's a real learning experience that's great for personal and academic growth. We're so thankful that we're able to have a chance to not only improve our professional skills, but learn how to bring our students' organization to the next level.
I completely agree with you. It's very vital to get that hands-on experience while you're still being expected to learn as a college student. Once you complete your higher education, it's very difficult to get into that first job without professional experience, whether that being through an internship, fellowship, or volunteer experience. So in a previous episode, you mentioned that student life has helped you step out of your shell. Walk me through the moment you realized student life existed at ACC.
Yes, so during my first semester at ACC, I was really lonely and depressed. As a new person to Austin, I just went to classes, went to work, and went back home. And it was really easy for me to do this because I consider myself to be somewhat of an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense. But I was putting myself in a very unhealthy lifestyle. And when I wasn't in class or at work, I was sleeping for hours at a time. I was not eating much or working out, and I honestly lost interest in things that used to excite me. After my first semester, I sat down with my advisor and I told her that I wanted to get involved with the school in other ways than just classes. So she recommended that I visit Student Life. Later that day, I went to the Student Life website and I was able to find a variety of student organizations, which led me to where I am with Accent today.
Good. So finding the student media program is something that attracted you to Student Life. What else made you want to get involved with Student Life? Was it the lounge on your campus? Was it the staff?
So during my second semester at ACC, I had some time in between classes. So I was at the Northridge campus, and when I was walking around and just exploring the buildings, I went to Building 1000 and I found the Student Life Lounge. I walked in and I was invited by the Student Life leader, and I was able to get some free coffee that was being offered. And from there, I learned about volunteering services, such as helping with the monthly food distributions that ACC provides.
The Food Pantry program with Student Life is probably one of the best initiatives a college can provide. There's an outstanding amount of students on our campuses suffering from food and home insecurity. It brings me a lot of joy to know that Student Life is taking their time to put the best effort in supporting and providing for these students. Have you been able to use any of the resources Student Life provides, like the Food Pantry, or other programs like Wellness Week for Riverbat Success?
I quickly learned that Student Life offers free Scantrons to students who are in need, and this has definitely saved me a few times. The River Bat Bash is also something that I benefited from because not only I had the chance to share more about accent through tabling, but I was able to learn about other student organizations and programs within the college.
All right, let's hear from other ACC students on how to get involved with student life.
What activities are you involved in at ACC outside of class?
One of the non-class activities at ACC that I participate in is a student organization called Latinx Student Union. So I actually found out about the organization through the honors program. So one place led me to another.
Are you involved in any student organizations?
I'm not actually involved in anything because I don't really have time. For the most part, all I do is work, spend time with my daughters and my family and my dog.
I decided to get involved with the Latinx Student Union organization because I wanted to find a little community and I wanted to be able to participate not only in my classes but other things going on at ACC and in the community aspect of ACC. So now I'm the social media ambassador for Lxsu.
What are some organizations that students should join?
So I may be a little biased, but you should definitely check out the Latinx Student Union. We're in the list of, on My Student Life, we are in the list of organizations. So if you're interested, we're looking for members. So you should definitely check us out. In general, if you're just looking to meet new people at ACC and to be a part of something, then you should definitely look into student organizations. There's a ton of student organizations.
How do you balance extracurricular activities with classes?
Well, fortunately, since I'm an officer, I can kind of have a say in my schedule. So that helps being able to determine my schedule. And you really, especially since I'm only doing online classes, I really have to make sure I schedule out enough time for everything so that way I don't get behind. So it's really just scheduling, time management.
What are some need-to-know tips for college?
To make sure you get your homework done, make sure you are meeting the deadlines. And if there's anything that you don't understand, make sure you reach out to somebody for help.
Work hard and save money when you get the chance to because it will help you.
If I had to pick 3 must-know tips for college life, I would say the first would be to explore your interests. So I found out that ACC has a bunch of interesting classes that I would just like to know for my own personal gain, and a lot that have interested me. So I would say go for what you're interested in. Keep in mind that this is setting up your career. So you really want to make sure you're doing the things that you actually are interested and enjoy, because it'll make your career so much better when you've set up things that you actually enjoy learning about and you like doing. My second one would be to do your best managing each part of your life. It's easy to maybe put a lot of time into college and then forget yourself. So I think balance is a big part of college. Like I said earlier, time management has been a big thing for me. So just balance in all parts of your life. My third piece of advice would be to try and meet new people and try and get involved in communities that interest you and activities that interest you to, expand on your social and your personal life as well as your college life, because it all comes together. Like I said, it's a balance.
Okay, Marissa, what's your favorite thing about student life?
There honestly are a lot of things that I really like about student life, such as their resources, events, and the lounges, but these are great because of the people behind them. Student life coordinators, the specialists, and the Riverbat ambassadors really go the extra mile when ensuring that student life is a community that makes all students feel welcomed and encouraged to get involved. They always greet everyone with a smile, and when I walk into a lounge, I'm always asked about how I'm doing or if there's anything I need help with. I feel that those simple little things really mean so much to many students.
Those check-in points are very valuable to students. I know it can almost be too easy to feel unnoticed or lost at colleges and universities. ACC pushes us as staff and faculty to really cultivate a connected community with our students. And I think student life is one of the first departments that is very eager and excited to take this challenge on daily as you walk through the campus doors. So what are some resources that you've seen student life promote or provide to other ACC students?
The food pantries and distributions. It's reassuring when we don't have to worry about groceries. Some resources that I've noticed in some of the student life food pantries are the personal hygiene products available to students in need.
Every semester, Student Life accepts donations through their food drive that are distributed to the food pantries across the campuses, giving ACC staff, faculty, and other students the opportunity to contribute in our fight against food insecurity. Student Life also has events that serve the purpose of deepening your education. They host study sessions or open dialogues on topics of race, gender, sexuality, and more. How do you think this benefits ACC students?
I really love events like these because they really open up the conversation to students and help create a more welcoming environment, not just within ACC, but within our community. Whether it's learning how to use one's preferred pronouns or just wanting to educate ourselves on how to become an overall well-rounded and better person, I think every student should at least go to one student life study session or an open dialogue at ACC.
Last year, your student organization, Accent, hosted a fake news forum to challenge and inform our students. How was it?
Last semester, our promotions director, Lxsu, organized a fake news forum, and it went so well. I'm thankful that we're able to partner with other members of ACC and the community to discuss and answer students' questions about knowing more or fact-checking and understanding reliable resources. This event was a big success because any student can benefit from the forum since many of us digest news and information every day, whether it's on TV or it's on social media.
On top of the fake news forum, Accent has hosted other intriguing events like the campus crawl and interactive tabling during Welcome Week. Accent has also partnered with Student Life during finals week last semester to host yoga sessions. What makes Accent do these as a student organization?
So there are two reasons why we do this as a student organization. First, to create exposure. We are a revived student organization that started back up last semester. So after being inactive for so long, it's important to let other students know that we're back and we're here to share everything and anything news related here at ACC to our students, faculty, and staff. Second, to encourage student participation. Accent is not something that only one person could do alone. It takes a team. So when we table and we host events, we want other students to know the benefits of being involved, such as building resume experience, helping with your portfolio, and creating connections with other students.
That's great to hear, and I enjoy seeing Accent so active. You go beyond producing a digital media presence and the quarterly zine, but also host events with Student Life. What would you say are the benefits of Student Life hosting events that are made to help students relax, like yoga sessions, video gaming, donuts with the deans?
Like how you mentioned earlier, Halie, networking. When students attend events hosted by Student Life, they're able to create long-lasting relationships with other students, staff, and faculty here at ACC. Staying connected is essential to career and academic success, and for me personally, along with those things, staying connected is also essential to my personal success in regards to mental health.
Mental health and physical health. Student Life also has intramural sports like volleyball, basketball, soccer, events like bowling. What are your thoughts whenever you found out that ACC has regionally recognized sports and events?
So finding out that ACC has regionally recognized sports events really reaffirmed my belief that ACC and Student Life provides in so many ways and opportunities for students to excel outside of the classroom. Being able to go to sports games and support our Riverbat athletes while they compete in other teams that come from the Austin area all the way to Australia really brings the community one knit closer.
All right, we have ACC Student Life Supervisor Kelly Brown with us to give you more insight on how to get involved with Student Life. Kelly, thank you for joining our department conversation on Campus Cast.
You are very welcome.
Student life is loud and proud. Many members of the department are very eager to engage and welcome students to ACC.
Yes.
Often students I've spoken to love to share how student life has helped bring them out of their shell.
Mm-hmm.
What are the benefits you think student life has for students to get involved?
I think the benefits are numerous, and really it's all about what you put into it. So I always like to say to my staff, we try and meet students where they're at, right? And essentially what that means is that we offer a bunch of different opportunities, whether that's student organizations and you want to flex some leadership skills and be an officer, or if you're looking to volunteer with our fresh food distribution that happens monthly at the Riverside campus. It's all about what you put in. One thing that you will definitely gain from student life is community. And I don't think that students often lead with that in mind when they're coming into school. Of course, you have classes, you have to do well academically. That's what you're here for primarily. But also you want to build this sense of community because you're not going to school alone. So you have classmates, you have your peers, your friends that you eventually make. But you want to have a place where you can come together, where you can socialize, but then you can learn some things about yourself, about others, learn how to communicate better, and that's what student life is there for. At every single campus, we're there really to just make sure that ACC does feel like you're home away from home. We want to prepare you for whatever that next step is in your life, and to make sure that you can confidently go out saying, yes, as a Riverbat, I've had amazing experiences.
So Kelly, how can student life help students who may be too busy to get involved? Let's say, for example, those who have either like a full-time job or a family to attend to.
Absolutely. Right now, what we're really trying to do is to speak to some of our non-traditional population students, our international student, our student parents, and to figure out what would be the most realistic thing for you to participate in, because we can sit down and we can have conversations, but because I'm not in their shoes, I'm not sure what is going to be the best way for them to participate with us. So we're hosting focus groups, one-on-one interviews with these students to figure out how can we best serve you. What I say right now is anytime that you have any break, come into student life. Even if you're not going to participate in an event, just come in, sit down, you can study, you can hang out, and see, just that having that break sometimes can be very beneficial. Not everybody enjoys studying in the library, which is okay. You can come into student life, have a little bit of a study break, talk to some people, utilize our food pantry if you need to. So for any students that just feel like, oh, I'm just too busy, my life is a little too crazy, I know that you may have at least half an hour to 45 minutes between your classes. Stop on in. We won't pressure you to do anything or any program that you don't have time to do, but you can just sit and be.
Student life is an award-winning department. Most recently, the Male Leadership Program won the statewide Outstanding Male Student Program Award at the Texas Male Student Leadership Summit.
Yes.
What makes student life at ACC stand out from other colleges or four-year institutions?
Now, I think student life or student development or whatever it is that they call it at other institutions are fabulous. But what I will say about our department is that we have a lot of heart. The staff that we have, they want to be here doing this work. And I think that makes a huge difference with students. We don't sit in rooms and try to determine what is going to be best for the student. We bring the students in to say, what is going to be best for you? You dictate to us what we need to be doing. So this year we had a huge push to be student-led and staff-supported. And for us, that meant that 60% of our programming was coming directly from students, whether that meant our Riverbat ambassadors, who are our work study students that get paid to work with us on a daily basis, or it was from our student organizations. And so far we are meeting that goal, we're surpassing that goal. And I think that really is what makes us different.
And when you were on your higher education path, how did you get involved with student life?
Well, I had several friends that were on the Student Government Association and that were in student organizations and that were resident assistants. And so I said, okay, I'm going to try out for this whole RA thing and see how that goes. I had no idea doing that when I was 19, 20 years old that was going to lead to a career. But I loved it so much. I felt like the staff poured into me in ways that I just didn't expect, I couldn't have imagined, and I was extraordinarily grateful. So when I graduated from undergrad, I thought, the thing that I really want to do most is to give that experience to other students. And so I became a residence director. I moved out of New York, which is where I'm from, came to Texas, and said, okay, I think higher ed is definitely going to be the journey, particularly student affairs. And so I'm happy that I get to do this work and get to affect change on students' life. And you don't always get to see the change happen or to see how your actions have affected someone, but just knowing that I could have played a tiny, tiny role in someone's success, it's an amazing thing.
That's awesome. Yeah. So what about student life encouraged you to continue serving on the team?
Really, it's the people. We have an amazing, amazing director in Cheryl Richard, and she has poured into us, poured into me. She's made me a better professional. So I feel like it is my duty and responsibility to do that for my staff now. So I empower my staff so that they can empower and work with the students.
And what are some ways that you are proud of seeing student life serving ACC students?
I'm really proud of our data. I'm the data nerd on the student life staff, admittedly, and I love looking at our data because it tells a story. So whether it's that we're serving primarily Hispanic students, across our lounges and in our programming, or, students that participate in student life have a better grade point average than those that don't, it just makes me really, really proud that we're able to do that work. And not only, of course, the numbers are great and everything, but we really pride ourselves on having transformational experiences instead of transactional experiences, which means that every time that someone walks through our doors, we want to make sure that we get them whatever assistance they need.
Some students will need help with their studies during the semester.
Yes.
How does student life assist with studying?
Oh, collaboration is key. So we work with the accelerators, with the academic coaches, with library staff to host a variety of events. I think our most popular, one of our campuses, I believe it was San Gabriel, started a chips, dips, and study tips event. And students absolutely loved it because it kind of removes the academic coaches from their regular environment, brings them into an environment that's way more relaxed, and students have the opportunity to eat, to hang out, to ask questions. And then in that relaxed environment is when all these questions start coming out. Well, wait, how do I get better at taking notes? And how can I manage my time better? And these really great conversations, organic conversations, wind up happening. And it's a little bit easier and a little less unnerving for the student instead of setting an appointment where they feel like, I have to walk in with all these expectations. What's going to happen?
Right.
Yeah.
And as often as we're here on campus, as well as juggling demanding schedules, sometimes a break is needed.
Yes.
How does student life provide breaks for a relaxing environment for ACC students?
Well, our lounges are always just relaxing places. We try to make sure that everything from the decor that we put up to the music that we have on in the lounges really is conducive for socialization, or if you just want to come in and kind of chill and be to yourself, put on your headphones. We have just like different tables for you to come and sit at. Here at the Highland campus, I really love how our lounge is set up. I think it's ideal for either group work or individual work. Ultimately, when you come in, someone with a smile will greet you to say, hey, how can I help you? And I think that puts a lot of people at ease because not everyone is extroverted. I know I am not, and it's shocking that I'm in this field being such an introvert. But I think just knowing that there is somebody with a smiling face there puts a lot of students at ease to say, oh, this can be a place for me.
How does student life help other ACC departments promote their resources?
So we have our River Bat Bash, which takes place in the fall semester every year. And essentially, it's one giant ACC resource fair. So we invite tons of different departments to come on out. We encourage them to bring swag because students love free things. We offer free food for students, and they take this little River Bat passport that they have to get departments to sign off on, and they can find out all this information. And normally that takes place on the 3rd or 4th week of school. And students find it really beneficial because already they're trying to navigate college, right? Some of them for the very first time, which can be really scary, especially if you suffer from imposter syndrome like I did when I was a student, and you think, oh, I don't know if I'm meant to be here. Let me see what's out here. Maybe there can be something for me to succeed out here. So we invite all the departments to come out and do that, and everyone has an amazing time. And God bless them for being out in the heat in September. We do offer tents, though. We're not heartless with that, so we have some shade. But the students love it. The staff, you can really tell, love getting out of their desks and just hanging out with students.
That's amazing. So how does Student Life partner with the greater Austin area to bring resources beneficial to ACC students?
That is a great question. So every month we partner with the Central Texas Food Bank to do a food distribution, fresh food distribution, I should say, at the Riverside campus. So the Central Texas Food Bank comes with their huge truck filled with thousands upon thousands of pounds of food. And Student Life staff volunteers, we have volunteers from across the district and different departments that come in to serve our students and the surrounding community. We have upwards of 300 participants come out when we do it each month. It is probably the single most rewarding thing that we get to do in Student Life, and I am extraordinarily grateful for Central Texas Food Bank and their partnership because we could not do it without them.
So walking into a Student Life lounge, it can be a little overwhelming for some students, like you said, the introverts.
Right.
There are often a handful of students in a lounge at all times.
Yes.
So what advice do you have for a student who may be hesitant to enter?
Don't be afraid, because stepping into that space, while this may sound a little cheesy, I really mean it, it's taking a step for you. It's less about, what's going on? What are these people going to ask me? It's challenging yourself to step outside of that box, out of that comfort zone. And you already did that when you signed up for classes. I don't think many students really take the time to congratulate themselves for doing that, because it's not easy. It may seem like, well, you just signed up for classes. It's not a big deal. You're deciding to take a risk and a gamble on your future. And that is an amazing thing. So do that again for yourself. Step into Student Life. The first time you come in, you may just need a Scantron, you may just need a snack, you may just want to sit there and observe, whatever you want to do. But then come back again, talk to somebody, learn somebody's name. Really, it's all about building community. I mean, that's our middle name here. And I would challenge anybody, once they get ready to transfer from ACC, which many of our students, that's their goal to do. So many of our ambassadors that have gone on have come back to say, I just have not experienced that level of care at my institution that I got here at ACC. And that makes me so proud and so happy, because if students just feel welcomed and embraced, then I know that Student Life has done their job.
Thank you, Kelly, so much for being with us on Campus Cast.
You are very welcome. Thank you.
We at Campus Cast have 5 overall tips for you on how to get involved with Student Life.
First, walk into the lounge on your campus or approach a table if you see it in the hall. Student Life has been tabling as Connect sessions at various campuses this year in order to meet with you outside of the lounges. Connect is a chance for students to link up with Student Life and your campus community.
Second, attend a River Bat Success programming event like Wellness Week, the Clothesline Project, or River Bat Bash. These are designed by Student Life to help you feel included and comfortable as an ACC student. At these events, you can also learn about other resources and services ACC provides, like Title IX, transfer services, campus police, intramural sports and recreation, student organizations in your area of study, and they also partner with greater Austin area resources that are beneficial to you as a student, and so much more.
Third, join a student organization. Whether it's an academic organization such as Phi Theta Kappa, a creative organization like the ACC Drama Club, or an organization that helps you prepare for your journalism career like Accent. The best way to get started is to visit austincc.edu/SL. Hover over the Programs tab and click on the Student Organizations and Leadership for a full list of active student organizations and more. One of the best things about student organizations is that you can create your own if you can't find one that interests you.
4th, volunteer with Student Life. They do so much to help you unlock your potential, but are always open to having helping hands. Ask the specialists on your campus about how you can help. You'll receive volunteer hours, which look great on resumes and applications. They'll throw you on various tasks inside the lounge, or you can volunteer with Student Life at the Riverside Central Texas Food Bank distributions on the 4th Friday of every month.
5th, get involved. Through that, don't be afraid to ask for recognition. Every semester, Student Life presents one graduating student with the Presidential Student Achievement Award. This is the most prestigious ACC award earned by graduating students who demonstrates academic excellence, service to ACC and the community, and a commitment to ACC values and vision. With this comes a monetary award, the chance to speak at graduation, and a plaque. Learn about the Presidential Student Achievement Award on Student Life's website, MySL, at austincc.edu/SL.
That's it for this episode of Get Involved with Student Life. Our next episode will be focused on saving money and budgeting for your education.
Education costs are high, but ACC wants to make sure that it's something you can afford. We have advice on applying for your FAFSA or TASFA, scholarships, and more. Learn how to save money and pay for classes on CampusCast, paying your way through college.
We want to thank our student guests, Kelly Brown and ACC TV, for recording with us. This episode can be viewed on ACC TV
or read and viewed on our blog at austincc.edu/accent.
You can hear CampusCast and others by following the ACC District Podcast on SoundCloud or subscribe to it on iTunes. You can also stay updated with student affairs events through the My ACC app, which can be downloaded from any app store.